Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're flying from Col de Bleyne down south of France, not far from Nice. It's a really good site for big distances. Today's plan was a 200 FAI triangle, heading west first to the Col de Verdon and then to St. Vincent and all the way back. I started the flight at 10:30 in the morning, heading east. It's a good line to extend your flight, to add some extra kilometers. As you can see here, I did some mates, then I did some thermaling, did some more thermaling, and kept on moving east in hopes for a nice strong climb. And sure enough, I got it here, got all the way to 2,600 meters and kept pushing east. I had some slight westerly component. Heading east was easy. As I turned around, I was facing the same westerly flow at 2,000 plus. As I got lower, that flow turned towards the southerly. And the reason it's southerly down low is because the sea breeze comes in, hits these mountains, comes through the valley here, gets in this sort of little ball here, and pushes it up with a southeast wind. It was a nice climb with east-southeast wind, which was on the way where I wanted to go. I got again up to 2,800 meters here almost. Kept on going westerly direction. The glide was pretty nice. The flight here was quite straightforward. I took every climb to make sure I stay high, not to take any chances. At this section I had to make a decision. Should I go straight west over these smaller hills? Or should I detour and go to the right to the big mountain there? As I didn't have any clear indications that the straight line will work, I decided to do a detour, which adds more time to your flight, and it's not the most direct line, but it is a safer one. Down low it wasn't working super good there, as it was quite windy. The westerly, southwesterly winds was already pushing in from the valleys here in front, coming in through there. And it was getting pretty strong, 25 kilometer gusts, and down low it wasn't nice at all. It wasn't comfortable, so I was focusing really hard to get a climb and get high above this thing and get away from it. As I moved more west towards the Gorge de Verdon, it was really getting stronger and stronger winds. It didn't work really well. As I moved forward, it was just getting windier and windier and quite gnarly down low. I went to the pocket here that should work usually, didn't work at this moment. Decided to move forward, and the goal here was to connect to the ridgeline here in front. The line was pretty good even though I was going into the wind, but as I got lower, got washed down by the valley flows, and I was just a touch too low to connect to the ridgeline here, so I decided to cut my losses and go more crosswind downwind to these fields here and see if I can get a climb. I did get a climb in strong winds. I was drifting back quite a bit, so the decision was made to move northish downwind and try to find a climb to get high enough, or at least land somewhere where I can hitchhike back to the car. And as I'm going downwind here, I'm getting really in the lee side as the wind goes around these hills on both sides. It's really not a nice place. A lot of air mixing, and it's at this altitude, it's really not pleasant. I worked really hard to gain some height. In the end, I did manage to climb. As you can see in this climb, there's a lot of west-northwest wind as I'm getting higher. It's about 20 to 30 kilometer wind speed. As I climbed up higher, I didn't give up on the triangle idea and I went more west. I thought maybe I can get some climb on the way and connect to the town called Digne and connect to this ridgeline here on the westerly side of it. But I wasn't getting any climb and I was getting lower, reaching these hills. I knew that there will be a lot of headwind, and if I'm too low, I'm gonna just be in the lee side of it and I'm gonna end up being battered again or land out in the middle of nowhere. So I decided to turn north.